Okay, guys, how are you today? I'm in the privacy of my own little backyard with some gorgeous light, and I keep doing all this YouTube research. You see, I don't have the hand motions to sell. I can't sell. I'm not a salesman. Push the button down below because I have all the skills. What I'm understanding is content is key. Well, I got your content right here, buddy. I got your content right here. Cause here's the deal. I don't have any content. I guess I'm here for a couple of reasons. First of all, I love talking to people on camera. I think this is awesome. Public speaking is awesome. Telling stories is a cool thing. Okay? And it's my way to communicate with other people. So if you want to send me back a story of yours, I'd love to do that because we're going to be doing a podcast soon. And this whole YouTube thing is to grow the podcast. Okay? Because what I'm going to do on the podcast is I'm going to interview everyday normal people. So here it is, guys. Look, if you want your special camera angle, okay, here's what I've been trying. Special camera angle. If you want your editing, here, look, boop, boop. It's edited, okay? I've got all the proper CEO words. I can do paradoodle or pinwhip doodle, or I don't know what the doodle is, but I could say Fortnite. I could do all these things to get all these subscriptions, but I don't care. I don't care. I really don't. Here's the deal. I love talking to you. I love talking about you. I love learning about you. And here's the reason I do that. I do it because your story, my story, is important. Your story is important, guys. Everybody out there wants to hear your story. Not everybody, but there's somebody. And as long as we're telling stories about our lives, the things that have happened in our lives, somebody's going to hear it and somebody's going to heal. So here's what I want the YouTube to be. Here's what I'm going to name the YouTube: How Not to Do a YouTube Video. Okay, here's the name of my channel: How Do You Not Do a YouTube Video? Because I'm doing everything possible to not do a video about content. How do you not do a video? Well, you don't have content, number one. You don't use editing, number two. I want this YouTube video to be raw. Raw, raw, raw. Like honest to the core. Like a 12 stepper going to a 12-step meeting. I want it to be raw. I want to be able to say, hey, I'm a sex addict. I struggle with that. Okay? I want to say I'm recording so I'm not watching porn. Does that make any sense to you? I want to be able to reach out to people who say, hey, I'm reaching out to you right now through this comment section because I don't want to be inside my house drinking. I love drinking. I love it. I can't quit it. I wouldn't call myself an alcoholic yet. I'm getting there. That's part of the problem. But not yet. I'm not doing it. Because I am a sex addict. I know what addiction really is down deep, true in my heart. Not a drug addict. Never had an issue with it. Look at me. I'm a food addict. You know? I'm a food addict. Man, I eat way more calories. I eat so many more calories than what I'm supposed to eat. I know all about the workouts. I've watched the videos. Ooh, work out, baby. Yeah, here's how to work out. I want to get my abs flat. Here's how you guys get your abs flat. Here's how much sauerkraut and here's how much okra you need to eat in order to buy my video. Well, that's all malarkey to me. You know what? Because this is honesty and I have a conscience and I don't feel like society grew me up to say it. But that's all bullshit. That's what it is. It's bullshit. This right here, this is raw. You'll never see an edit. Okay? You'll never see an edit. You will hear me come on and tell people stories. So, do you have something you want to talk about? It's not like I'm lonely. Sometimes I am lonely. Maybe we should call my channel Lonely Cambo, talking on the YouTuber. Lonely. Well, there's other people out there just like me because there's other people that are lonely. There's other people that are searching things out, like my loneliness. you know. So what I want this video to be about is how not to be a YouTube video. That's crazy. And I want it to be raw. I want it to be honest. I want it to be organic. See, here's another deal with the YouTube video, guys. I'm not on social media. I'm sorry. Facebook, you can still sponsor me if you find out how presentable I am, how loving I am, and it's the desire of your heart to give me a bunch of money. Facebook, I'll take it. Instagram, you'd be awesome as well. Give me money, give me, support me. But I don't care. I don't care. I'm not on social media. It hurt my eldest daughter immensely. Immensely. She was so internet bullied and became such an internet bully that social media was all she understood. And she's now incarcerated. Okay? I've been uncomfortable with social media since day one. I've been a sex addict for many years, and a lot of people in my past know I'm a sex addict. It's probably strippers who I've tucked watching this video going, oh, I know that guy. I was up on the pole one day, and, well, anyway, that's not the point. The point is I'm not on social media. Okay? So what I challenge you to do is forget all the sales videos. Forget all the subscribes, the comments. You can comment down below if you want, because I want to know your story. Tell me a story that I can tell here to others. Or when I get the podcast going, I will give you a call on Duo. I will give you a call on Google Duo. We will have 2 people on camera, and we will podcast, just like Joe Rogan. Only we're not interviewing celebrities. We're not interviewing people who the world think have done something amazingly great, so they're going to get an interview. I want to hear your story. You know what? You're a normal, everyday, go to work, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. kind of person. And you have value. You have great value. God, and we know He exists, okay? Because we didn't come from a blow-up or an amoeba. That's common sense. Which tells us we're here for some reason. I personally choose Christ. I don't think I'm going to be the only religion in heaven. I'm not that egotistical. I believe there's other great people in the world other than Christians. But God created you for a reason. I'm guessing that reason is creativity because of the connection between the word. Get it? Huh? I know, right? Get it? God created so you can create. Do you have a story about your music? I hate that. When I look at myself in the camera, this is raw. When I look at myself in the camera and I go, create. My daughter and I, my 11-year-old and I, watched a video yesterday. And it just so happened to be on Prime. And believe it or not, it was a Christian video. I couldn't believe it was produced. There are some out there. They're not usually pretty good, decent nowadays if they put a lot of money into them. Excuse me. I like to have a bubble on my throat during a YouTube video. That's my favorite thing. Maybe I can learn how to belch too. I don't know. Anyway, we watched a video. Squirrel! We watched a video, and it was a Christian video, and the acting was horrible. So that's my story of the day. Maybe someday I can come on and give you guys an acting lesson. I don't know. That might be fun. I know I plan on reading some poetry to you, some reader's theater. That's going to be fun. We'll open up a book. I'll put on a nice pretty shirt. Oh, by the way, Squirrel, get this, guys. Get this in my ADHD. You want editing? You want me to figure out how to make a better video? You want me to put more time and energy into making a better video? That's what everybody says to do, right? Well, let me tell you something. If you'll notice, I dressed up today. Yes, I did indeed. I have a flannel plaid shirt. Not my typical red, gray, green t-shirt. I have a boatload of t-shirts. I'd like more. I like the V-neck with the pocket. If you're a manufacturer of a V-neck with a pocket, will you give me a call? Because I'd love to be sponsored. Not really. I could care less. I want to see how organically this grows without social media. Can you help me? Can you help me? They say there's 6 generations. They even made a movie about it. Will Smith. I found it a little boring, Will. Your other stuff's great. You're an amazing actor. And I think you're probably a pretty cool person, too. But anyway, so if you want to sponsor me, Will Smith, come on in. I mentioned your name on YouTube, and a billion people are going to watch it someday. I want to see how this grows organically. It's an experiment for me. No social media. I'm not going to get a Facebook account and say, all my friends, please go watch my YouTube video and listen to my podcast. I want to see how long it takes before my face, my name, my video gets back to someone I know who decides to share it with someone else I knew and say, hey, look, that's Cambo. Grow it organically. Let's make it raw. I'm always going to be honest with you, okay? So I'm probably going to try and open up with a story so we have content, so we can call it a story. By the way, comment down below. I have YouTubed and Googled how to find out if I start a second YouTube channel, right here, second, two. How do I title it differently? I saw where you can set up more than one, but I'd like to set up one that's called Story Time from Cambo, and that's where I just tell stories. And I'd like to set up one that said Cambo's podcast, or stories from others, or talk to me, or tell me more. That's my favorite title. Tell me more. I'd also like to set up a channel where you and I talk back and forth about titles. I love naming stuff, or free facts. We could go on here and we goes, hey, the top 10 facts of the day that you didn't know. Please subscribe down below. I'm going to tell you about the top 10 facts of the day. Or I could set up a channel to sell you something. You know, I do a lot of product reviews in my life because I do a lot of product reviews in my life because I live. I use stuff. Yeah, I do. I use stuff, okay? So typically it works for me. Maybe I'll share it with you guys. I'm not asking for you to watch it, but I might say, hey, that spoon I used last night. Or you know what? Here's a good one. Olive Garden was catered to me. By the way, I know I'm off on a tangent. When I got this pacemaker, Crossroads Church, Crossroads of Dayton, to be specific, um, did this thing called Meal Train, and they brought us food, my daughter and I, food every night my wife was at work. So you know, I wasn't supposed to be lifting stuff for a little while, and blah blah blah. Actually, I felt great. I should have been able to cook at least a macaroni and cheese for my daughter, but they brought me food every day. And one day it was Olive Garden, and Olive Garden is amazing food. Almost everybody across the world knows that. But it showed up at my door one night from some friends at church, and the tongs, disposable salad. How do you do that online? Ooh, it's like making else. Ooh, like I don't know. But there you go, salad, nanu. Salad tongs were amazing, and I decided to throw them in the dishwasher just to test them to see if I might be able to use them in my future. And the Olive Garden salad tongs are amazing. So Olive Garden, I suggest you, if you want to sponsor me, give me money. I'm more than welcome to it. But that's not my idea. That's not my point. But Olive Garden, you're amazing, and I would suggest Olive Garden. Can you just start selling your disposable tongs? Maybe send them home with some people. It's great. It's a wonderful product. So you know, I might do that. So we got stories. We got meetings, 12-step meetings. This is a 12-step meeting for me, okay? We're under COVID. I haven't been to a 12-step meeting in a couple months. I used to go regularly for sexual addiction. I haven't been. Not because I don't think SAA or SLAA is admirable or admirable or uh, worthy, because it's so worthy. Uh, the night uh, the night I first found an SAA meeting was uh, uh, one of the most important points in my life. I mean, it truly was one of the most memorable nights of my life. Oh, crap, there's other people like me. There's other people that like strip club porns and prostitutes. Wow, I didn't know that. I'm okay. And it took a number of years of sobriety, and we can tell stories about sobriety. I can teach you about sobriety. So we have honesty. We have meetings, 12-step meetings. We have stories, honest stories, um, and teaching. I'm an incredible teacher. I think that was my gift, and I'm not bragging. Um, I'm not gonna flash a bunch of edited text on the screen right now and say your 8 steps to solving your sexual addiction, because there's not 8 steps to solve it. And that's the way I will teach you anything. I will teach you by saying, here's how you make a YouTube video. By saying, here's not how to make a YouTube video. I'm giving you step by step right here what you're watching right now. Guys, this is the way to not make a good YouTube video. It's me. Trust me. It's me. But I'm guessing that it can grow organically through stories, honesty, meetings. See, I told you, content. I got your content right here. I wasn't lying to you. You think I was being sarcastic, but I do have your content, because we're going to tell stories. We're going to talk about our podcast. We're going to be honest. We're going to have meetings about how you're feeling, check-in times. Hey, what's your color today? Young, green, yellow, red? That's what my kindergartners used to do. Okay? So then we have teaching. You know, I'd like to teach you things. I'd like to help you. So if you have an idea of something you want me to teach you, I'm willing to learn it. Isn't that cool? Is that what teachers used to be about? I think years ago, a teacher was someone who had skills. Let me tell you a story. I was a substitute teacher during grad school. Okay? Um, Unthankful, job that people get beat up at, don't get paid worth of crap for. But do you know they're the most skilled people in the world? These people walk into kindergarten classrooms on Monday and AP Physics classrooms on Tuesday. Okay? Both which they're expected to teach a common core in the United States of America. Okay? That's hard to do without public That's hilarious. Guys, if you don't think not being able to pronounce the words public speaking education, public speaking skills in public is funny, then nothing's going to ever be funny to you. You know, I could make silly faces. I could point to my boobies. There's a bunch of stuff I could do, but none of it's going to be funny if you don't think that me screwing up the words public speaking skills is funny, because that's hilarious. So one day in grad school, I got an offer from a local high school. It just happened to be my high school, and I came from, and they said, "Hey, our science teacher is struggling right now. He's going to need to take some time off." And hey, I get it. You know, I'm diabetic as well, and sure, I'll do it for you. You know, not a big deal. I need a permanent job for a while till the end of the year. I'll take you up on it. So I get in, this is mid-year, and they're in like chapter 16 of AP Physics. And I'm talking about advanced, advanced programs. AP Physics. Here I am, a stinking public speaking, wannabe actor kind of deal, whatever, artist, creative. And I'm walking into a permanent physics class. Not only physics, but AP Physics. So I turned it into a public speaking class, man, and it was the most amazing learning experience for me. It was so awesome. It was a point in life where I realized that my skills that I have been given, my talents that I have been created with, were valuable. You know, me just being able to talk to kids was valuable. And what I did was really simple. I had each of them teach a subject, and I graded them upon how well the other students understood the subject that they just taught on a daily basis. So I made it a speech class. I turned an AP physics class into a speech class, and the kids doggone loved me, and the kids doggone learned. They learned. They learned AP physics, and I think that's awesome. So, teaching. If you have something you want me to teach, I think teachers years ago were set up to go get information and bring it back to a student. Not necessarily a teacher has one area of information and they present that to a student. No, no. If you're given the skill of teaching, share it. If you're given the story of telling a story, of speaking, share it. Share it with me right down below. Tell me a story that happened to you. It can be positive, it can be negative, it can be about love. Tell me the story of you learning to love. Tell me the story of your first love. Tell me the story of your first kiss. I haven't got organically or raw very many stories yet. I really haven't. And I do read the comments, guys. I'm hoping for a lot more than what I've been getting. But put the comments down. Seriously, put them down there, and tell me a great story. Tell me a story of your greatest fear. I have a story about my greatest fear. It was an experience I had in Los Angeles concerning gangs. It's an amazing story. I'm going to share it with you sometime to hopefully educate you about fear, about what adrenaline does in your body. It's amazing. If you have a subject you want taught, there's a subject you want to tell me how to teach, that's fine too. Put it down below. Let's see. Cameron, I have a ton of knowledge about something. Will you come on and have your content be my knowledge? Well, sure, I'd be glad to. I'm not coming on to teach you how to plant a tree on YouTube. I'm coming on to share the knowledge that you have, the things that you've learned, the things that you've grown to value. Okay? And I honestly, I honestly believe that's why we're here. My YouTube content, my niche, I love that word, niche. My niche is sharing.